Welcome to Take Two Radio. We are pleased to bring you interviews with people in the entertainment and music industry, discussions and recaps of the 4 remaining daytime soaps. That's The Bold and the Beautiful, The Young and the Restless, General Hospital, and Days of Our Lives, as well as various other shows. For upcoming and previous shows, check take2radio.com. That's with the number 2. And you can find us on Blog Talk Radio, iHeartRadio, iTunes, and other streaming apps. Follow us on social media at Take Two Radio, and thanks for listening.
And good evening, everyone. Welcome to Take Two Radio. I'm Pam, your host. And joining me today is Anthony, otherwise known as Anthony, Cleopatra, otherwise known as Candice, and Queen of the Nile, otherwise known as Carolyn. And David, I wasn't prepared for you because you said you weren't going to make it, and yet you're here, so now you have to just go by David.
Okay, that's fine.
Are we sure it's not David's evil twin?
No, it's me.
I know, right?
My company just left, so...
Or did they?
Okay, well, that's great that you can join us.
Yeah.
And
with the guests,
I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and let you guys chit chat for a moment, so I can go ahead and get Kassie on the line. Okay.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Anthony,
Sounds
how's
good.
Rochester treating you?
Rochester is awesome. I am having an amazing time. I am about to pick up an award as soon as I'm done with you guys this evening, so please forgive me for not being on for the recaps and, all the witty banter that we love to do. How's life with you guys?
A little busy. But
with the guests we have,
Carolyn
I would have
is
kicked my
back.
company out at 2 o'clock.
Hello?
Hello.
Oh, my. Welcome to Take Two Radio Soaps.
Kassie?
Oh, my.
Oh,
Please stand by while we sort out our technical difficulties.
Hey, are you looking for a car?
You have won a fabulous Punta Cana vacation. I'm calling about your car warranty. It's about to expire.
Fire. What? Did you know the IRS owes you money? You might want to double check. No, I'm joking.
Oh, have you got those phone calls too?
Yes. I'm like,
hi guys. Sorry to interrupt, but we want to give a warm welcome to award-winning actress, producer, and composer Kassie DePaiva.
Yay!
You make it sound like I'm really important or something.
You are.
You are.
My heart's pounding.
Oh my gosh!
My heart's pounding.
Aww.
I'm glad to be here talking to you guys. Thank you. It's nice to always talk shop and reach out and hear what the fans like and don't like, and it's always nice to talk to you guys. So great. I'm glad to be here.
Thank you. Thank you for taking the time to join us tonight. We're so super excited, as you can tell, and we love you no matter what you do.
Well, now you say
Good,
that
bad.
like I've done something bad.
Shall we look at New Year's Eve again?
Yeah.
Well, no, I just have an agenda, that's all.
Well, we'll go ahead and get started.
Okay.
I'd like to say, so as the saying goes, there's a new sheriff in town, and it's Eve Donovan. And I think Eve's having too much fun with that badge. So no spoilers. We're just asking your thoughts. Would you like to see Eve actually take her job seriously or keep using it for fun /revenge?
Well, at first I'm going to set the record straight. It is Eve Devereaux. Thank you very much.
Oh, Devereaux.
You go, girl.
That's true.
Well, I am not going, I didn't work that hard for nothing. I got Jack out of the deal.
Right.
You know what I'm talking? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, all I can tell you is that when I saw it first in the script, I had no idea I was going to end up being the police commissioner until I read it in the script, and I got the script and I threw it across the room and said, "Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? I can't do that. That's too serious." But then as it all unfolded, I thought the writers did a great job giving Eve the platform for revenge with Ben and to get justice for her daughter. I mean, of course, Eve's going to go about everything the wrong way because she just can't help herself. But I loved it because I always felt that there was a lot of unfinished business with that, with the passing of, or with Paige's murder and Ben still being in town. It's like, what, are we ever going to address the elephant in the room? But it really gave me an opportunity to do some fun work and work with some great people, and it was fun. It was fun being deliciously bad.
And you are.
I know. It's just awful.
I love it.
I seriously, I think the only person that's not a target of Eve is Jack. But then again, in a way she is, or the way he is, because, you don't want him to get his memory back, so.
Yeah, and I do believe that she is prepared for that. I mean, he will eventually, that's just going to that'll definitely happen. And you don't know what the fallout, I know what the fallout of that's going to be, but, she's just going to fight tooth and nail to keep her husband, to keep Jack, and for herself, and to keep him away from Jennifer, because it's #blame Jennifer.
Yeah. Right, exactly. Well, Ben's turned his life around, although you understandably want him to pay for your daughter's death. But do you think that he can eventually turn her life around?
Has he turned his life around? We don't know yet. I mean, I was there when he popped the balloons in the park. He was a bad guy.
Yeah. Yep. Well, let's say he's trying to control it anyhow, but do you think that Eve could eventually get to that spot to where she has some kind of closure without Ben being in jail?
No.
I don't know if she's that evolved, and I don't know if a parent ever can do that.
Right.
I don't know. I'm only playing a part, but I'm choosing to believe that she is not that evolved.
No, I don't think so either. I think that's going to be around for a very, very long time. And and it's not just her daughter's death. I think it's everything that Eve has been through in her life. And she's hurt. And she's just lashing out. I mean, she's never come to terms with everything that's happened to her. And she wants what's hers and what she thinks she deserves.
Right. I'm glad you understand that, because a lot of people just there's some haters out there that go, "Oh, get her off the campus." Oh, it's like, oh my gosh, you guys are always got to be some bad guys.
No, but
exactly.
If I may, I wanted to interject something, if I may. I think knowing the character Eve through the years, which I have, I don't think she's ever found closure in anything that's happened to her.
No,
and
I don't
maybe
either.
that's what drives her.
She's still waiting for something good, for her ship to come in, and she just keeps standing there on the pier and watching it go by, and it's sad. And she's becoming bitter and ugly, and I think the older she gets, it's that saying, she's not pretty, she just looks that way. She's going to be a bitter old woman, and that's not pleasant to be around or watch, but there are people like that.
Right.
It's got to be fun
Yeah,
to play.
I mean, I think anybody that has followed Eve, from the beginning can't help but, feel sorry for her as well as hate what she's doing to a lot of people.
Oh, I know. I mean, she's just awful.
She really
She's
is.
awful. I know. My cousin texted me today. She goes, I saw you on TV today, and you are so mean. I said, and I texted her back. I said, so SOOOOOOOOOOO.
Oh my gosh. Well, thank you for answering my questions. Anthony is up next.
Good evening, Kassie. How are you?
I'm good, Anthony. How about yourself?
I'm wonderful. Well, my first question is, as Pam mentioned at the top of the introduction, you wear a bunch of different beautifully styled hats, and maybe the beret in your collection is your musicality. I was lucky enough to see a couple of performances down in Super Soap. Can you tell our listeners a little bit about your musicality and how that helps you in your life and acting?
Well, it's really interesting, Anthony. I have, been fortunate that I've been able to really intertwine my music and my acting. I haven't sung in a really long time, I guess probably about 5 years publicly, but each role that I've played on my prospective soaps, from The Guiding Light, One Life to Live, and even on Days, I played a singer, which is kind of rare and fun. So I've been able to intertwine both of those loves, and I've put out 3 albums, and I've got to sing on the Grand Ole Opry a couple of times, and I've just been really fortunate, and I love music. And I think, people always ask, which would you like more? And I said, it's really hard to pick because they both, please different parts of me. And I like performing. I really enjoyed singing with Kathy Breyer and Bobby Eakes. Bobby Eakes was on All My Children, and Kathy Breyer was Marcy on One Life to Live. And we had a little group called the Divas of Daytime, and I loved performing with them because it was 3-part harmony, fun, good music, and we just had a great time because our fans would come out, and they were great. And so just really, that was a wonderful experience.
So I guess we're not going to get a little Melissa and Kassie review. My second question.
What do you mean?
Jen and Eve do Vegas?
Oh, that'd be fun. Yeah. We would. Yeah, it would be like we'd be in a tiger's ring.
Well, I will definitely say to the listeners, I have all 3. I have snippets from all 3 albums, and they are worth getting. My second question is the fan in me has to ask. Blair, Kramer, and Buchanan, and all the other names ending with, of course, Manning. You started off as a recast. You became a leading lady. You became an iconic face in daytime.
Yep.
What did and does Blair mean to you?
Well, it was, oh gosh, when One Life to Live ended, it was devastating to me. Just because it was truly part of my world. I mean, it's a place that I went and played every day. It was a part that was, it was just a part of me. The people that I met at work, I met my husband there. I had my son. I carried my son there. I mean, it was just a huge part of my life. And I loved Blair because she was broken and mean at times, but she had a big heart, and she was a fierce lover of her children and of her husband. to a fault, obviously. And it was just a really, really, really great role that allowed me to do some really wonderful work and work with some tremendous people. I got to work opposite, who couldn't have fun with an aunt like Dorian, working opposite Robin Strasser or Gina Tognoni, or having a darling, children, Kristen Alderson, and playing with both Todds, Trevor St. John and Roger Howarth, just phenomenal actors. And then, meeting Max, meeting Jim, and getting to work with him, and that was great fun. Working opposite Susan Batten and Florencia Lozano. I just had the best people to create with, and it was wonderful.
Well, thank you so much. I'm going to pass the baton. I actually have a dinner to get to, but thank you so much for being on our show.
Have a cocktail for me.
I sure will.
Thank you.
Thank you, Anthony.
Thank you. Good night, guys.
Good night. Before I let David go next, I just want to say I started out as an ABC girl, and once the soap started going away, I started watching the three remaining besides. But when One Life to Live ended and All My Children ended, I thought that my world ended. You guys are family to us, and I'm so very happy to see that you're on Days, and a lot of our favorites have crossed over to other soaps. So thank you for that.
Well, thank you. I think the hard part was because of the Prospect Park situation, there wasn't true closure for the audience or the production, because we kept waiting maybe that we're going to get picked up, maybe it's going to happen, maybe, and then it happened, and then it was happened very fast, and it wasn't successful, and then it didn't get a proper closure again, like it had the slow death, and if it had just been a situation where it just went off the air, it would have been like maybe okay, but it wasn't. It kept lingering in different forms. There's still rumors that they're going to bring it back, but I doubt that very, very seriously.
Yeah, I do too, unfortunately, but yeah, you're exactly right. There was no closure. I went to the last One Life to Live viewing party in Chicago, and we all cried and thought that was it, and then they teased us with Prospect Park, and then that's it. So, anyways, life goes on. David, you're up next.
Hi, Kassie. So nice to
meet you.
Hey,
David. Thank you.
My first question for you is, what was it like reuniting with Nathan Purdie and Killian and the Comeback Kids?
Well, that was really a very nice surprise. Nathan, I had acute myeloid leukemia 3 years ago, and I was up in the hospital for about 6 months, off and on. And Nathan came. He's very good friends with Jim, and he came and me, and he came to visit. Every week that I was there, and sometimes, every other day. He was very present, and so when I got well, I went back and was doing Days of Our Lives, which I was very fortunate to get to go back to work. But his son had written this movie. He goes, "I want you to play my wife in this movie." And I said, "Okay, that sounds really good. It'll be on a break." So it happened to be on the Labor Day break, and I had forgotten what it was like to work on like a student movie. It was like, oh my gosh. But I had a really good time, and I have not seen any footage from it yet. But it was really wonderful to work with him, and his wife Robbie helped produce it, and his son Taylor wrote and directed and acted in it. So and he plays my son, and I have a little part, but it was great.
That's so nice to hear. Okay, my second question takes us back to Springfield, and you were Chelsea Reardon, and you had the privilege to be working with Michael Wilding Jr., who happens to be Elizabeth Taylor's son.
Yes.
Now,
my
what did
sister
he bring?
was just with me this week, and she goes, "Gosh, what was it like?" She was just talking about that, and I said his character's name was Jackson, and he was as nice as he could be. I never met his mother, but Michael was quite lovely, and we got to play. He was my teacher with my music on the show, so it was great.
Was he knowing that he was Elizabeth's son? Did that put like a little fear into everybody's hearts, or knowing that she could be around the corner anytime soon?
I don't think so. I think everybody just treated him like a regular actor. I mean, we're all there trying to make it work. He looked so much like her at times, with his striking dark eyes and dark hair and light, but no, I think everybody just were too busy trying to work on their own stuff,
Yeah, I think when you have a job to do, you just do it, and you don't take notice to who's who, or, everybody's the same.
It is.
I got an interview. Okay. I'm telling my husband I'm doing an interview right now.
Oh, tell him we said hello and we love him too.
Yeah, tell
him.
Yeah.
Okay, they say hi.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, David. Next up is Candice.
Hi, Kassie.
Hi, Candice.
How are you doing?
I'm doing well, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing good. Just trying to stay out of the rain. It's raining in Baltimore. Yeah.
Oh, no.
It's that humidity. It's just so you got to do what you got to do. I'm inside, so that's good. Okay.
Yeah.
So I have 2 questions for you tonight.
Okay.
My first question is, you have been on iconic soaps for years, from Gone Night to One Life to Live to Days of Our Lives. Obviously, things have changed, but what has been the 1 or 2 things that continues to fascinate you about the soap genre?
What fascinates me more than anything is the quality of acting that is done day in and day out, constantly. And that I'm always impressed by it, watching my peers, whether I'm sitting watching the monitor down in my dressing room, just going, wow, what a great performance. And just the continuation of that story. That's why I love soap operas, and the genre in and of itself is a well-oiled machine that I hope that will keep running for a long time.
Amen. Amen to that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the second question is, okay, so I always like for our guests to think on their feet. So, if you were the writer of Days of Our Lives, what storyline would you like to see Eve involved in? Would it be a romance, more trouble?
Well,
where would you take Eve?
I like to do comedy, so I would love if I could have some real comedic scenes with Melissa Reeves, with Jennifer, like say Jennifer and Eve got locked in some place where they had to snark and fight their way through, but got to be funny. They were heavy scenes, but they were also, the audience would laugh,
Okay. I think we should tweet Ron about that. Tweet Ron about that. Let's get that happening. Locked in like a wine cellar, and
Yeah.
Well, there's a lot of
that.
people that get locked up in that Demir tunnel thing.
That's
So,
true.
I mean, you know,
Yeah,
even
that
Jen
is
can
true.
get locked up in their necks.
There you go. Okay. Yep, you see that.
Thank you, Candice. And last
You're
but not
welcome.
least is Carolyn.
Hi, Kassie. How are you?
I'm very good. Thank you, Carolyn.
Yes, and my name's Kassie on Facebook and Twitter. So, Kassie talking to Kassie.
Oh, that's confusing.
Yeah, mine's with a C though.
Okay.
Anthony touched on the parts that you played. Is there a favorite of the three? I know that you said that you had your son and it was great the show, but is there a part that you're really like sinking your teeth into that you really like more than the others?
Well, you know what? All three of the roles are very different. Chelsea was a good girl from the wrong side of the tracks, really tough and sweet and kind and vulnerable and but strong. All of the characters have been very strong. Blair was broken, but she was multifaceted. She had lots of talents, and she used those talents as wisely as she could. And Eve is broken. She's a sad, tragic character. But Blair was definitely close to my heart because I played her for 19 years. Right. I grew up. I became a woman playing her. Blair made me stronger as a person because I got to do these things, these scripted things that I would never get to do in real life, and they gave me strength.
Oh, interesting. Very, very good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. My second question is, I want to thank you for bringing the awareness to the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, and the importance of giving blood.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes.
Unfortunately, I had to bring that awareness in a very real way because it happened to me. But it's this tomorrow will be it'll be a 3-year marker where I started my chemotherapy 3 years ago. Tomorrow.
Wow.
Mhm.
Wow.
So I sit in awe of going, wow, did that happen? And I know that it did. But God was very present in my life, and leukemia is a terrible and very rare blood disease. And giving blood and platelets saved my life because I had many, many blood transfusions and many, many platelet transfusions during the course of my 7 months of treatment that if I hadn't had it, I would have died.
Am I right in saying that there is an issue with blood because there's a lot more diseases now, and there's people on medication, and there's certain people that can't give blood.
Yeah, I mean, I can't give blood now that I've had my disease, but I think people are still giving blood. I was fortunate enough to be sick in New York City where we have a lot of, we have a big blood bank there, but I encourage everyone to give blood.
If we can, for sure. And can you tell us more about Brave Rocks?
Well, that is just my friend of mine, Elise Ryan, designs those great bracelets called Brave Rock, and all the proceeds go to the Lymphoma and Leukemia Society. And they're kind of the colors. I think orange is a color for Blood Awareness Month in October. So we kind of chose those colors for the stones, but they're semi-precious stones, and they're beautiful, and it's a beautiful bracelet, and they're $50, and you can go on my website, and we'll lead you to Elise Ryan's jewelry called Brave Rocks, and you can order one, and all those proceeds go to help find a cure.
Oh, okay. So it's on your website. Okay, good to know.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's wonderful. Well, thank you, Carolyn.
You're quite an inspiration. You're you have such a sweet voice. I love your voice.
I got a sweet voice, but I play a
like
bitch.
Yeah.
Oh boy! Don't let the voice fool you.
Well, yeah. Well, we want to thank you very much for taking the time to join us tonight. And before we let you go, would you like to give a shout out to your fans?
Of course. I tell you, after about 30 years in daytime, I couldn't be more grateful to the people that I have met, for all the support that I've had out there over the years, and all the loving, kind words and letters, tweets, texts, cards, phone calls, shout-outs from such great people. I'm just so honored that I've been able to entertain people and have a career doing something that I truly love. And I love soap operas, and I love everybody who loves soap operas. So thank you, thank you, thank you, and I couldn't be more grateful.
Oh, you're welcome, and thank you for giving us such joy in our lives, too, and to be able to take ourselves away from the real world and forget our problems for at least an hour a day.
Yes. Yes.
So, thanks again, and you enjoy your evening, and keep in touch. We'll keep watching you.
All right. Thank you so much, Pam. All the best.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
She has such a soft voice. It's like total opposite of Eve Devereaux. I better get that right. When I wrote my question, I hadn't gotten to the part yet where they were married. So it's Eve Devereaux. And she's the complete opposite of her, for sure. I just adore her, and I know you guys do too.
It's just one of those voices that draws you in. She's got a little. Yeah. It's kind of like a little southern drawl there.
A little southern twang.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, she does.
Have you guys ever met her?
Well, she was born in Kentucky, so maybe that's where it comes from.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Pam has met her.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I met her at one of the events many years ago. But
she went Loving Landview. You went to up in Rosemont.
Well, I'm glad you remember all that.
Well, I'm looking at the autographed picture that you gave me from there. So that's why I'm. That's why I know.
And she said 30 years. That goes back a long.
87.
Yep, she's Chelsea.
I didn't realize it had been 19 years on One Life to Live.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Guiding Light 87 to 91.
87.
Right.
Yep.
And One Life from 91 till the end.
Yeah. We're including the online version too, and General Hospital when she was playing Blair on General Hospital before all that happened.
Yeah.
Yep.
She's just a sweetheart. Like, she's one of those people that you can easily hang with and you feel comfortable around. Like, she's that type of person that, you know, she doesn't have, like, you know, how some celebrities, quote unquote, have egos. She doesn't. I love what she said is that she's sort of in awe, just like we're in awe about this genre and about, you know, the people and whatnot. She was like that the last day when they were taping the ABC One Life to Live. Like, I remember being on the set and she came out and she was crying. We all were crying. So, Pam, if you think tears wasn't flowing, that tears was really flowing. It was like the Titanic. It was like, oh, God.
I'm telling you, when One Life to Live went down, I just, wow. I mean, you guys know, you've all experienced, you know, one of your favorite soaps going away. So
yeah.
I have 5 to my title. 5 soaps that I really was connected to, but when One Life, that it shouldn't have happened. I'm sorry, it should not have happened the way that it did.
Right.
And like she said, the online version. I know some people were split on that. I can speak for myself. I felt as though, like, wow. In all honesty, if you think about it, One Life to Live fans, like she said, did not get a proper send off.
Exactly.
No, they didn't.
Yeah, it's like
no,
an open
she
book.
said no closure. That's very difficult for anyone in any situation. When you don't have closure, it just leaves everything hanging.
I can't even imagine 5, Candice. I mean, I only had 2, All My Children, One Life to Live.
Well,
and that was hard enough.
It was mine went back to back, kinda. It was John Light as Well Turned. Well, I mean, Another World, yes.
Another World was first.
Yeah.
Well, no, for me, like, my personal 5 that I had, like, you know, I had John Light as Well Turned, All My Children, One Life to Live, but before that it was Passion. Those, like, was, I mean, I know, you know, Another World and everything, but I wasn't really connected to Another World the way that I was with those 5 soaps. You know, like, that was on, like, Tam, you was ABC. My family was CBS, ABC, NBC. Yeah, try growing up in that household. So it was like, you know, my mommy watching NBC, and my great girl would be watching CBS. And in the midst of all that, I would watch, like, you know, my grandma would say, "Oh, that Erica Kane," but at the same time, she would be like, "That Victor Newman," and then it would be like, "Okay, who am I supposed to root for? Like, is Reva with Marlena Evans? No." Okay, I was like, okay, I'm learning all of this now. So yeah.
I think I had about 4. Well, because I used to go back on Another World. Well, then I had Search for Tomorrow was my first one, I think, because it was CBSer at the time, and then when CBS got rid of Search, they brought it to NBC right before Days.
Yeah.
And it didn't. That was a nice thing they did, but I don't think when you put that up against Young and the Restless time slot, it didn't fare too well.
No. Young and the Restless blew everything out of the water.
Well, see, I remember they said, like, for Baltimore, I know that Search for Tomorrow came on at 3:00. So it was up at General Hospital and Gone Light, if I'm doing that right. Yeah. Yep, it was.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I remember that. See, I remember. See, if my great grandma was alive, she'd be very proud of me for remembering that.
You know, I think I can include one more that I used to watch with my mom, which was Dark Shadows. Talk about an old soap.
An old soap that carried on through generations, though.
Sounds like none of us
worked
and none of us went to school.
I think that was on in, you know, after school, if I remember correctly, but I was young, so that soap actually kind of scared me.
Yeah, it was
that,
weird.
You know?
I used to watch Search for Tomorrow and Guiding Light at Lunch Hour. That's when I used to run home and with my mother and my aunt and then race back to school.
I literally elementary school. Yeah, I'm gonna make y'all feel a little old. I'm sorry. I apologize. I ran home from elementary school. It was 2:30. It was 2 o'clock. 2:30. I got to see the last 30 minutes of As the World Turns and saw Guiding Light, and I skinned my knee. I still have the mark to this day. So thank you, CPS, for doing that.
A permanent memory.
Memory, like, okay. And I accidentally got sick on Santa Barbara's last episode. Accidentally.
Yeah, Santa Barbara.
Yeah, Santa
Barbara was another
Beach.
one of mine.
Yeah, and Sunset Beach. Like, I love Sunset Beach. But Sunset Beach should be coming back to Netflix. I'm just putting it out there in the world.
Oh.
That would be great.
Well,
yeah, it didn't really fit on daytime. It was more of a prime time. Obviously, you look who produced it, directed, and all that stuff. It had a prime time feel to it. Mhm. Yep.
Yeah. Well, I couldn't say because I didn't watch any of those, but let's
I didn't send you my
DVDs. So it's... Oh. No, that's okay. I don't want to get started on something I can't finish. Look how long it took me to catch up with Days. You talk about binge watching, okay? 72 episodes of Days. And I don't even know how I did it, but I did it. And
but
the last of it was today. Yeah, I'm caught up.
Oh, my
I even
God.
watched today, so... Yeah,
let's throw a party.
All I have to say is thank God for the fast forward through commercials. Otherwise, there's no way that I would have been able to do it.
No.
So I will never let myself get that behind again. I mean, life happens, and you have to make choices. But no, I can't do that again. I can't do that again. There's no way. I mean, my life was on hold for my life was on hold for like 5-6 days, whatever it was that I went through that, and didn't get to watch anything else. I mean, I would take out a couple hours to watch General Hospital and Bold and the Beautiful and Young and the Restless, but then right back to Days, so. Yeah. No, not happening again.
So you spend mainly part of your Days of Our Lives watching Days of Our Lives.
About
day and night, woman. Day and night. So
and now you're spelling it D-A-Z-E.
Yeah. So let's get started with Bold.
Do we have to?
Who wants to go first?
Uh-oh.
Well, I didn't get a chance to see today's Old or Y&R because I was a little preoccupied. So,
well, I saw today's.
Oh,
well,
let me drink something.
Can it get any worse?
If this baby storyline goes on for one more week, I think I'm going to pull my hair out. And what, oh my gosh, I can't even think of her name right now because my mind is full of Days.
Hope?
No, the Xander's girlfriend.
Zoe
or Emma? The dead deceased one or the live?
Zoe's still not wanting to come forward, even though Emma is dead, is just mind-boggling to me. I understand that it's her father she doesn't want to get in trouble, nor herself, but to keep a child away from their mother And to have a girl now dead because she wanted to tell the truth, I want to throat punch her. Anyone want to add to
that? She's precious.
Precious.
Zoe.
Okay.
You know what I mean. Sarcastic.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, Precious. All right. Precious to go somewhere. I'm gonna be very nice about this, in a nice Candice-like way. The story itself, it needs, first and most, bold. You need to listen to your fans, because now everybody has officially say the same thing. End this story now or else. And the thing is that Bold does not have another story behind this story. Yes. Unlike other shows, there's an A story, a B story, a C story, and even a D story. Bold does not have that. I've been saying Bold is sort of like a prime time series at this point, when it's only one plot point. Now,
right.
Kudos to Anika Noel, who plays Hope, for doing her thing for the emotional situation of a woman who has suffered a loss and is trying to maintain her life and trying to get back into the routine of things. Got to give her kudos for that. Kudos to the actor who plays Thomas, because he plays creepy Lifetime movie guy like nobody's business at this point. I got to give him his props on that. Kudos to
the writers.
The
actors are outstanding. I don't have anything bad to say about that.
No.
Right. Kudos for the writers to pick up the fact that Brooke has been acting like Stephanie Forrester for the last couple of years. Thank you, Ridge, for pointing that out. But Taylor, too. Taylor has also acted like Stephanie. This storyline has now gotten to the point where it's like, all right, creepy, pulled from real life because of what Thomas did to Liam, which I need to get on the soapbox and vent about, if I may, Pam.
Go ahead.
This is not going to take long. My thing is that, okay, Thomas drugged Liam. We were all wrong when we read the spoiler that Thomas was going to drug somebody. Kudos, Bold, you pulled a fast one, and you didn't do it with Hope, because you would have had more of an issue if you did that. With Liam acting the way he was, I am not okay. I feel as though when Liam was acting the way he was acting free. And yes, any type of drug, medication, Vicks, cough syrup will make you feel a certain type of way. He was of sound sight and mind, okay, which is unlike another show that did kind of the same thing. Liam, Hope, and Steffi, this whole thing got to stop right now. When this baby storyline ends, I hope the next chapter is Hope coming to terms with her baby being there. I want Steffi to understand that, look, homegirl, you got a child. You're good. Thomas and Liam is where I want to see what happens between those two. And like you said about Zoe, okay, she's really looking out for herself at this point. Yeah, her dad going down, okay. But let's not forget there's somebody else that needs to be on the screen that has not been shown in the last 8 weeks, and that's Taylor. Because Taylor is also a part of this whole situation. And Flo Jo, too. Because I'm so sick and tired of Flo acting like, oh, the world is my oyster. Let me just live my life. No. She's in it, too. So I'm waiting for the takedown. I'm over it. But like I said, the acting has been on point. But the story needs to hurry up and wrap up. It's now next month? It's going to it's August. It's almost a year.
Yeah, it's almost. Did Brad promise it would end this summer?
Okay. All right. So there's 5 reports of what Brad said. Two reports came from the fan luncheon. Okay. And basically he said that, quote unquote, that it was going to end by the summer. Quote unquote, there was 2 quote unquote articles. I don't know why I'm doing so quote unquote all the time. saying that it was going to hit until September.
Mm-hmm.
My thing is that
September.
You have to September, which is fall, and if you think about it, that's fall spoilers, and that's a chance, for fall, new stories to emerge because they'll be getting ready for the holiday, for November sweep, and then next thing you know, it's the end of the year, and they're going to have a big bang to end 2019 with. So, but Bold is stuck in prime time field, and that's what I've been telling people. I'm like, if you really watch Bold and the Beautiful, you may have noticed that it's surrounding only 4 characters, actually 5 characters now. There's no other story happening. It's like you're watching Melrose Place, literally.
Yeah.
Right.
And what Brad said, did you read that you probably did read that article? That one said that Brad says, I know, he says they are putting people in place for the next story. Did you see that part?
Yeah. And I know that
but
received
September. I mean, I can't do another week, let alone till September.
Well, during Fan Club week,
months.
Scott Clifton had received the script for kind of the dwindling down, I believe, of the story, because I'm thinking it's going to be something's going to happen to either or. Because Liam is getting his brain back, so that means he must have gone to the hospital finally and got an MRI. Thank you, Lord. Because he's starting to kind of figure things out a little bit, too. And the thing is that I can see Bold, because Bold likes to do unexpected deaths. You think about it. Allie, you had Dara. Yeah, you had all these people that was unexpected. So I can see Thomas and Liam fighting and something happens. The only thing is that it's going to be a kind of a backlash, because they're going to be like, well, you killed another Forrester. That's just like General Hospital's version of killing a Quartermain.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you can afford.
Right. And for another of Taylor's children to go, that means only Steffi will be the last remaining Taylor and Ridge child.
Right. You don't want to do that.
Right. And that's something else I want to see.
I'd rather see Thomas get, help, mental health.
Yes. I'd like to see that part.
I would like to see that too, because I see what the fans are saying on social media. They were like, "Oh, they ruined Thomas's character," and I was like, "No, they really did not." I said, if you think about it, they're sort of taking a page from Young and the Restless, As the World Turns and Gone. Notice I said on CBS how Paul's son Ricky, he was kind of a crazy person.
Yeah.
Hal Munson's son Adam, Gone Light, Ben Reardon. Ben Reardon was like that. So it is possible that something happened to Thomas. They need to explain it in a way that fans can okay. Because if you don't get an explanation, then it's going to be it's too much. It's too much, and it needs to hurry up and wrap up. Yes, I think Thomas did something to Caroline. I'm just saying. But that's it. That's all I got. I just need for this story. I'm with you, Pam. If I can't even take it till August. This story needs to wrap up tomorrow.
Exactly. Okay. Moving on. Do we want to do Young and the Restless next, or what do we want to do next? Because I know you guys usually do Days for Carolyn, right? So do you want to hit that up?
We can hit Salem up. I got something to say about that, too.
Don't hold back, Candice. Don't hold back.
Oh, I'm not going to hold back tonight.
All right, let's go. Days of Our Lives. Since I have so much in my head, somebody start out.
Start. Since you've seen it all.
Well, I'd like to hear what Pam has to say, seeing she's been overloaded.
No, I'll jump in, but somebody pick something and go.
Oh.
Claire, what an ending.
Oh, my.
Yes.
Oh my God, I am so proud of her. The actress.
She's a wonderful actress. She's really a wonderful actress. And I hate to see her go, and I don't know if this is actually permanent since she's going to get some help. So I'm hoping that eventually they bring her back because I think that she's needed in the bunch of teens that are on Canvas.
Well, she's come a long way since she started. She's just, she's ending up. She's marvelous, and it seems that on days when they start getting good and you start appreciating their role, then
that's when they're leaving.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. Yeah. So she could be back.
Well, she definitely was off her rocker. I mean, it's from going to killing people, wanting to kill people, to wanting to kill herself was actually pretty sad.
Yeah.
But you know what? If you've been watching Claire's story, like let's really think about it. Her parents dropped her off in Salem, so that kind of makes you feel unwanted by your parents. Regardless if it's a job or not, Belle and Sean, first and foremost, Belle and Sean wouldn't have done that. I don't know what anybody was smoking over at Days, but okay. And then, you have her, quote unquote, trying to find her path. She wanted to be a sensation, like, those internet girls. And then she had to compete, and look, we all have one in our family. We have a cousin, a niece, nephew, brother, sister, whatever, that we have to compete for attention, like from other family members. It's like, hey, look, I'm over here too. Like, just not Sierra. Hello, I'm over here too, And that was the thing. Like, when she was telling Sierra, who, it's sort of like the princess of Salem right now. We're going to call her the princess of Salem. Claire looks at it like, okay, you have everything that I wanted. Not the guys, but just you have the family unit. Okay, yeah, I have my grandmothers, but you have your mother. I don't. You have the friends. I don't. My friend that I liked you. So it's kind of like you had that situation. Claire, to me, was one of those characters where we used to say she was like Sammy. We were starting to call it young Sammy.
Right.
And then I saw a little bit of Eve in her.
Yeah.
In the last couple of months, I've seen a little bit of Eve.
Oh, definitely. I think that's why they connected. That's one of the reasons.
Yeah, because she feels as though it's like if she walks around and touches an egg and it cracks or whatnot, the whole world is against her. But if other people did it, it would be like, oh, the egg cracked. Oh. And that's what she see, So I kind of was Team Claire for a while because I was like, I understand she's lashing out because she doesn't have any attention. Like, nobody is really talking to her. All they see is her actions. They're not talking to her. And her trying to self-harm herself, you can take it. I mean, we don't promote that, but there's people who do it for the attention, and also for that. It was heartbreaking to see Claire in the last couple of episodes, and I'm glad that she's getting help. I felt bad for Sean and Belle for coming to the realization that, hello, your child is a little wacky, and you have something to do with that.
Yeah,
right.
So, Olivia Rose, girl, I'm going to miss you. It's been a pleasure watching you grow up, and I cannot wait to see your name for the pre-nomination and going into the Emmy nomination. Go get that Emmy, girl. Go get that Emmy.
Oh, yeah.
Now that she's leaving.
Well, she may come back.
Well, things happen like that, but like I said, hopefully it's not a permanent thing and she will be back, maybe later in the year or next year or something, So, I mean, they really didn't, they didn't kill her off, so there's always that chance.
So, that she will be back. So how is everyone liking the chemistry between Gabby and Stefan?
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
I don't know.
I just passed out.
I think it's better than him and Chloe. I don't think, him and Chloe had a connection, but I think there's more fire, quote unquote, with Gabby and Stefan.
Well, there's a fine line between love and hate.
Yeah,
exactly. And they're crossing that. Oh my God.
Yeah.
That is. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I need ice water.
And Eve said, or was it Eve that said? No, it wasn't Eve. Who was it that said to her, "Be careful because you could fall in love," or what? Who said that to her?
Was it
and then
Chloe?
it was Kate. It was Kate.
Oh, Kate.
Be careful because it could backfire and you could fall in love when you're trying to get revenge. So I have a feeling that's what's going to happen.
Go for you too. I'm now. I know. I'm going to speak for myself. I wish they would have done this with her and Tyler Christopher's version.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Because we got a little taste of it, I was okay with it. But for Brandon and Camilla, like, they have some amazing chemistry, and you can tell they're having fun by playing these two characters who can't stand each other but are getting blurred with feelings. And he was the one who said it first. Yes. It wasn't the female this time. Yes, it was the guy. Yes. Finally. Yes.
Yeah, I'm with you there. Now,
so how did you like the end? How did you like the ending today? It looks like Kristen's going to raise her ugly head again, or take her head off, or.
Well, I think she's going to be masquerading as Susan.
Yup, that's what I was thinking.
Oh, okay.
Why would you think she's masquerading as Susan? If she already pulled the gun on.
Because Susan is going to be going after Brady, so.
Yeah. And she does a better job than she does. I don't like her as Kristen at all. She just doesn't have. I don't know. She doesn't have the polish. She's funny as Susan, but Kristen, she just. I don't know what it is.
Oh, you mean Ari?
Yeah.
Ari can't do Kristen?
No.
I don't know. I think she's doing a pretty darn good job of it. I think it could possibly be because you're so used to seeing her as Nicole that you can't imagine her as evil as Kristen. I mean, Nicole has done some bad things, but, I mean, come on, Kristen. Hello.
That's why she can get away with.
Well, the actress that is playing Kristen right now, I wish
Stacey?
Eileen Davidson, would come back. I just can't. It's just not resonating with me. And I was glad today when she was going to take the mask off, and I said, "Oh, okay, maybe she'll be Susan." It's very confusing.
Yeah, but Susan with the gun in the hand, I just don't see it. I mean, I could be wrong, but I don't see that. No, I just don't see it. I don't know. But definitely things are going to hit the fan once everybody knows.
Mm-hmm.
And, Xander having
his feelings
Kate
hurt
and,
today.
but him having Kate and Gilles, what's
Ted.
his name?
Ted.
Ted in the Mira tunnels. I mean, that's going to come out, and there's going to be so much happening, which is great because I love excitement. I hate boring storylines just like the next person. So, when there's a lot going on like that, it keeps your interest, and when it's both good and bad things going on.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You do.
Yeah. Well, Candice, you're too quiet. Go ahead. I have more things to say, but go ahead.
Oh no, I'm just waiting till you hit that one story.
Okay.
That one.
Okay. All right. Let
Did
me
we
see.
hit the news? Little
Let
soap
me see.
news
Let
that we
me
know?
see if this is it. Let me see if this is it. Eric, Rex, and go ahead.
Okay, Eric, sweetie, honey, we need to talk. I know it's been a rough couple of years for you, Jennifer, Nicole, Sarah, others, but we need to find you a new boo. And I understand you have feelings for this Sarah girl. I don't blame you. Sarah is that kind of character that just is wow. And Lindsay Godfrey, it seriously feels like she's been on this show for a lot longer than she has. Because she has chemistry with everybody.
Yeah.
And that's a positive thing to say because you can rap for her. Rex, I'm gonna need for him to get a brain, because I'm sorry if some guy or somebody gives my new wife jewelry, I'm gonna kind of question some things. And not only that, but why are you still in the same house or apartment, whatever they're living at, as somebody, your brother, who had infatuation with your new wife, and your new wife is in church talking to him, and they're having a moment? I don't get it. I don't understand. We need, you know what, Rock?
If you're looking for Sarah, look in the church. I mean, come on.
Amen.
Mm-hmm.
But if you can't find her in church, find her in Xander's arms, where I wish she could be at. But I'm just, with Rex and Sarah, I still to this day, I really wish somebody could make like a meme or a grip or something of Xander and Maggie's face when Sarah and Rex said we got married, and they both said, "You did what?" Because I was but I like the dynamic though. I do between Kyle, Greg, Lindsay, Paul. But it just, and that goes to show you can have a character who has chemistry with a lot of people because now the fans are kind of split. Like, do we want Rex and Sarah? Do we want Xander and Sarah? Or do we want Eric to finally find his holy grail and be with Sarah? I'm just saying, but it's chaotic,
I feel sorry for Eric because Eric hasn't had love for a long time. You said, it's like beating a dead horse. He doesn't really get the woman in the end.
He had the woman.
Unfortunate.
But he had the woman because he had Nicole. Go ahead.
Yeah, but those don't last long. Nicole gets killed off.
Then he had Jennifer.
Yeah.
Then he had Jennifer.
Mm-hmm.
He had Jennifer, and then Nicole came back. Nicole died, supposedly. Then he had infatuations with Sarah, but now Nicole, quote unquote, is back, and it's like, dude, we need to find you a nice angel to come to Salem. And just,
that's what I'm saying. All the women have done him wrong,
I haven't.
In some way or another.
To audition for Days of Our Lives. I would like to audition for Days of Our Lives. Thank you. Thank you.
Carolyn already auditioned.
Yeah. Get in line.
I'll blame it on Eric.
First.
I'll blame it on Eric. He just has to be stronger. He just has to be more forceful.
Well, his husband great.
He's being such a wuss.
I'd actually like to see Sarah with Xander because I think, again, their chemistry, her being nice and him being the bad guy, I think there would be fire there as well. Just like, Stabby, I think that Xander and Sarah would make a good couple. And when he has those vulnerable moments that even though you most of the time hate him, those vulnerable moments bring you to like, oh, I feel sorry for him. Let him get the girl. Let you know, and him and Maggie bonding together. I mean, it just, I love it.
Mhm.
What I don't like is Maggie getting drunk, but that's another story.
Yeah.
Well, it was nice today with her and Sarah. They had a nice moment. The end of the show today. Yeah, mother-daughter moment.
Well, you know that one of that foursome that we mentioned is on his way out. You gonna miss Rex?
Yeah,
Kyle's out. His last day, I believe, was reported as August 9th.
Yeah.
Really? Where's
Yeah.
he going? Anybody know where he? Is he taking his new bride with him?
Hopefully to film Ladies of the Lake 3. There you go. I said it for everybody.
Oh, yes. Let's get her done. Let's get her done.
So with that, with Rex out of the way, then what?
Then you got Xander versus... At this point, nobody. Go ahead, Sarah. Run into his arms. Do some Gone with the Wind stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, but maybe that's when, maybe Rex is leaving because he catches Eric and Sarah together. I don't think it's going to happen that quickly with Xander.
But you know what? I'm kind of thinking is Rex okay. This is me because of the history. Because remember, he slept with Sarah's sister. Remember that?
He did. Yeah, something's going to happen. He's going to cheat on her again.
I have a feeling he's going to be. But I wonder if they're going to tie his departure in with Nadia's. Because Nadia is supposed to be leaving too soon.
Yeah, Nadia's well, they're both. Yeah. Well, Chloe did leave already. She just hasn't left the area.
Right.
Well, I hate that Chloe's leaving because I love Chloe.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the thing is, what I liked about that article on Kyle, and they ask you, how do you think Rex is going to go? And the one thing I liked about it, because it's sort of inventive and it goes with the show, it says you think about it, maybe since Rex is a genetically altered individual.
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe Dr. Rolfe had an expiration date on him and
maybe his battery ran out.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
You know what? I would crack up if they actually honor the origin of Rex being a Gemini twin.
Right?
I will actually give them kudos if they do that.
I still can see that spaceship to this day. I mean, come on.
I remember that vaguely.
I remember that too, because I was like, wait a minute, they're doing an alien story on Days of Our Lives with my team? Like, wait a minute, hold up. I was like, okay, Roswell, come to Salem. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Like,
yep,
okay.
and him and his sister
I would like to see
walking up there.
Yep.
I would like to see Kassie come on.
You know what? They've been dropping a lot of hints about that on social media. If people want to see her return, and if so, who can you pair her up with? Now, Eric. Actually, that's his. Wait a minute, I had to think about that. Wait a minute, but technically, that's the sister. That's half sister. That's Eric's half sister.
I know.
You're going to need okay, Days of Our Lives, hear us out. We're going to need a family tree updated on NBC.com or the Days app. Thank you. Thank you. From your friends at Radio.
Well, kids, we're down to 45 more minutes. So anything else on Days you want to mention before we move on?
Yes. I need to be the unpopular person. I'm going to get so much heat for this. Ben and Sierra. Okay. I know that there's the hot thing on Days of Our Lives, but I need to address this for the inner person in me as well as my alternate ego. they're getting too much too soon. And I know people are going to say, what are you talking about? Here's the thing. Ben will always be the killer. I was going to say the salient, but, he's going to be the necktie killer. And I understand he has an issue. He has a mental issue.
Yeah.
But he was responsible for doing damage to certain people, whether they made it out alive or they're dead. Case in point, Paige with Eve. Eve will never forgive and forget what Ben did to her daughter, okay? She wants revenge. The thing, too, is that Ben all of a sudden is becoming more and more, like, people are not really holding him accountable for a lot of things anymore. They're just like, okay, you know what? We were wrong about you. And that's fine. You can say that. But don't give him the rose parade, okay? Because you don't know when he's going to snap again. What really did it in for me this week was when Claire made a comment saying, you're one of the good guys. And I was like, hold up, backtrack. Like, okay, I know Claire is a little bit cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, but Ben is sort of a complex person. He is sort of like a Todd Manning. He's sort of like a Paul Ryan. He's sort of like like a Roger Thorpe. And I want them to kind of have that kind of be Ben's thing, where there is going to be certain people who can gravitate to him, but not everybody's going to gravitate to him.
No, because that's life.
Right. And I also want there to be, with Sierra, I know everybody's like saying she still has her identity, but my thing is, what I want from now that the Fire storyline is over with, you establish them as a couple. Now let's individually have them in different storylines, but yet still be together.
Right.
Like, I don't want to see her always being around him while he is working or doing stuff. I want her to still have a job and still maintain her life, because I think with a lot of couples in daytime, they tend to forget somebody, and mostly it's the women. Let's be real for a second. Identity to just be in the pairing. Like, they're beautiful. They're great. I love it. But don't neglect her legacy. Just, and like I said, I know I want to get a lot of heat because I know that's a popular couple, but I mean, if you're going to have them together, have a PI company. Let them start something together.
Yeah, you don't have to break them up. Yeah, definitely.
Right.
You don't have to break them up.
You want her
to
be independent and strong. Independent and strong.
Right.
Yeah. You don't want him outshadowing her.
I just thought of something else too. Rafe and Hope and Ted, and now Rafe slept with Carrie in one day.
Oh.
I mean,
yes.
Oh Lord.
Come on.
Yes.
I'm telling you.
Oh, come on. You know what?
She did divorce him. She wanted a divorce. Hope shouldn't be mad that he slept with Carrie.
No, Hope shouldn't be. Yeah, she shouldn't be mad.
Oh, wait a minute.
No, she shouldn't be mad. But one thing that gets me is why all in the family again? This kind of feels like
because it's a soap opera. It's a soap opera, Pam. It's a soap. Here's my thing to all the fans who were Sammy and Austin. Wave your flags high, honey.
Yeah.
Wave your because this was Karma at its best. Because that was one of the triangles I remember from the 90s.
Yeah.
Yeah, because what did Carrie always said to Sammy? Austin is my destiny. He's my love. We love each other, and nothing's going to tear us apart. But bye, Carrie. Bye-bye. Rafe, it's about time to got some. And I hope for 2020 that Rafe has a child that's not somebody else's. It's about time Rafe becomes a daddy.
Yeah. It's enough already.
Hallelujah.
He's been jumping in and out of bed.
Not carry up.
Hallelujah. I don't care. Yep. All right. Okay. Well, moving on. We'll go to Young and the Restless. And keep the lid on Candice. keep the lid on.
That's right.
For a moment.
This is going up
For a moment. For a moment. All right. So, I'm glad that Jack's new almost girlfriend has left the show because I would rather see him with Celeste. Again, to me, she has more fire, and I think that she would be good for Jack because Jack is a nice guy. So you just need that mixture. You can't have nice and nice like this last woman who was a dot on my screen for 5 minutes. I mean, it was nice that they were together and could comfort each other, you know, because they're both going through the same thing. But that is not the woman for Jack. Okay, go.
David?
I love Eva LaRue. I wish I watched all my children.
I do too. Oh, my God. You would be madly in love with her if you watched her on All My Children.
I'm madly in love with her now.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
She looks awesome.
No,
at
you would
52.
be even more. You would be even more so. You only got a little taste of Eva LaRue. You only got a little taste. She's only been on for a minute.
That's all I need.
This woman. I love her to death. Candice, go ahead before you explode, woman.
I finally, when it was announced she was coming to the show, I kept saying, please let Dr. Maria and Dr. Cliff have a moment. Please. I was like, I'm begging Soap Jesus. I was begging Soap Jesus. I was doing some chants. When I say that there's chemistry, because keep in mind, all my children fans know this. They were never on the show together. Like, he left when, you know, and years later, you know. So to see the chemistry between them when she was like, oh, Jack Abbott, hi, how you doing? I'm like, oh, my God. I'm like, oh. And her character is shady. Yeah, her character is the shadiness. Like, okay, we have Phyllis, okay? We have Sharon. We have Jill. We have shady characters. But she brings this new flavor, and I'm using Anthony's word, flavor, to the show that is, I know, like, a lot of people don't, you know, particularly want Mama role, but I do. I don't care, because she brings that extra shadiness, especially to Kyle and Lola, who all of a sudden became too domestic for my taste. And
you mean Grandpa? You mean Grandpa?
Oh, Grandpa
I about
Kyle,
died when they said that today.
I was like, Lord.
That was funny.
And I love the shadiness she has towards Sharon. When when they were talking about jobs,
How was that? Because I didn't see that.
Oh, it was, oh, my God. It was shady. I mean, she had the line, if I'm remembering this correctly, when they were talking about jobs and stuff, and Sharon said, you know, she quit her job. I think she said she quit her job to be with Ray or something along. And the look on Mama's face was like, oh, you're one of those women. Like,
and she said it to Ray too. She said it to Ray. You're like, oh, she quit for her man.
Like, like, okay, like, all right, we know what kind of woman she is, and I love. And I just love, like, she brings such a dynamic, and I really hope, I mean, I know Young and Restless fans, they have a list of who they want on the show and who, you know, they want to get rid of. She would be a character that I actually would like to, like, have a recurring. Because she does bring a whole new, like, for Kyle, it's the mother-in-law from hell, who I kind of want to sleep with Jack, Okay. Can we get that? Can like, you know?
Yeah.
Or she can mix and mingle with,
coming right up.
with Nick, maybe. I don't know. Oh my God, oh my God, this is happening. This was the reason Young and the Restless for real, y'all.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, get emotional. I'm sorry. It's dreams, but yeah, I love that.
Let me just say one thing. Was Celeste like 12 years old when she had Ray?
Okay. So here's the thing, because I've seen a lot of people talk about this. Jordy just turned 38, 39, 30, 38.
38.
I think, 38. We're a year apart. And Eva is 52 going on 53. Let me repeat that.
I know it's a possibility that she could be his mother, but the thing is they don't look it. They don't look it. You know, when I heard that Mama Rosales was coming, I expected somebody like, you know,
like Rafe's mother on Days?
Like Maggie from Days of Our Lives or something, you know?
No. Well, I mean, that's just like, okay, you know, like I see where a lot of fans are saying that, but at the same time, I'm like, okay, reality check, you know, like you take a look at over at General Hospital, Olivia and Dante. See what I'm saying? Like, it is a possibility that, you know,
but you know what? I don't know. I can see Olivia being Dante's mother because she was young, you know, when she had him. Wasn't she a teen? Yeah, I think
I would say
like a teen too.
I would say Celeste was too.
Yeah, because she had three
kids.
That's
what I'm saying. She had to be young.
She had to be. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I would say something, but it would be something in color.
Maybe I exaggerated when I said 12, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know what you meant, like 16 or like something like that. But yeah.
Yeah.
Because somebody said, oh, that's why Jordy shaved off his beard and stuff. I'm like, wow, y'all really are trying really hard to like come up with some kind of theory for this situation, but it's happening. I mean, just like, do we believe that Phyllis is
but
a grandmother? But
you know what? We can overlook it. We can overlook it as long as we have Eva LaRue.
Right.
You
and
know,
you know,
I wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised if somewhere down the road that they have, say that Celeste was raped as a young girl and Ray was the baby.
No, I don't want to see that.
I'm going to tell you something. I don't want to hear, I'm being real when I say this. I know it's a soap opera. I know we're a soap show. But I cannot hear the word rape anymore. I don't
want to see that.
I know.
No. There's no reason why she couldn't have got pregnant with her high school boyfriend. There's absolutely no reason for it. It doesn't have to be a rape situation at all.
Yeah.
I don't want to see that.
Two lustful teens. Yeah, it could have just been two lustful teens at the prom, you know, or homecoming, and they wanted to make it a magical night, and you know the struggles and all that came about, and we don't have to. No.
No. All right, so moving on to, let's see, what do I want to move on to?
Jill? Nick?
No, well,
there was something.
All right, we'll go with Jill. Jill and Chance and Adam and whatever. Refresh my memory on Chance. When we last saw him on Canvas, where did he go?
He enlisted.
Yeah, he re-enlisted after.
He enlisted.
Yeah,
that's what I'm picturing in my head. Is him in some uniform? Okay.
Yes, he was. It was Memorial Day episode a couple of years ago. That was his final episode, and he re-enlisted because he just came from the Witness Protection Program to take down the drug people in GC. And then once everything was cleared, then he decided that there was really no place for him in the GC anymore, and he wanted to go back to his passion, which was being in the military and serving our country, and that was it.
Right. Okay.
Yep.
That's what I thought I remembered, because I remember the uniform. Yeah, so I guess we're going to see Chance. I don't know who's going to play him, but with all the mentions and searching and going to Vegas and, you know, Jill now looking for him, I think he's going to be showing up.
I hope so. But what was the story that was given today that I missed?
About what was going on with Chance?
Yeah.
So
no story.
They kind of just gave like like some filter that he was involved in this. He was in Vegas and he was arrested for assault because of something. I think he was kicked out of the military and he went to Vegas and they locked him up for assault and Adam bailed him out. So that's how Chance and Adam know each other. But I have some questions regarding that.
I have to see it.
Yeah.
Because I can't really buy that. I would think more the other way around.
I can believe it if they do it justice because Chance did kind of have some traumatic disorder that was kind of shown on and off a little bit. But I can believe it.
Yeah,
it's
and
just
we don't know
Adam,
the situation either.
Right. The Adam part, half of me really needs for Josh to either tell me three things. Because half of me is believing that Adam is working for somebody like the FBI or CIA. Because how would he recognize Chance if he had amnesia?
Mhm.
I would think. My guess was I thought maybe Chance found him.
I mean, they could do it like that, but Chance would. See, because if Chance found Adam, then Chance would have contacted somebody in the GC, unless something was going down between him and
maybe not,
whoever.
depending on what he's doing down there. If he's getting into no good, he's not going to want his family to know.
Right.
Or he's undercover.
Known. Right. Well, if he is undercover, then Ronan needs. Did I say that out loud? Ronan needs to come back.
Yeah.
Sorry. I'm doing a lot of casting today. Uh-huh.
Yeah, she is.
But but I'm glad that they're mentioning a chancellor because that's actually that's the one person I said I wanted to represent the chancellors if they ever came back is Chance.
Now, speaking of chancellors, all right, I got my hand up. Who had tears in their eyes when Jill was talking to our beloved Miss Chancellor's picture? My hand is up.
Did they show that today?
That was yesterday.
I read about it, but I didn't.
Yeah.
That was today.
Pam, I'll even do one even better for you. Raise your hand if you was happy to see Jill, the mansion, and Catherine's picture.
Yep.
I was
like, I mean, all the memories come flooding back as soon as I saw that face in that portrait. I mean, I'll never stop missing her.
No, I won't either.
I love the fact that they're still honoring her, though. I love that.
Yes.
When Jill said, "Don't look at me, you crazy bag," I loved him too.
Yeah,
I love him too.
Exactly.
Pam, was you waiting for the picture to talk or something like have Jeannie Cooper's voice saying, like just say it's some kind of classy wit comeback is like, my dear God in heaven, Jill,
Yes. Get your crap together and save your grandson.
Right.
I mean, something, yes. Yes, definitely.
Do a playback
I'm with
or
you
something.
there.
Yeah. So it's just nice to see the chancellors kind of back. Jill, Esther, the mansion, even though the paint is still off by a little bit of yellow, but I'm going to let it go.
Yeah. Oh. All right, let's touch on the death of Chelsea's husband. I do not think that it was Adam, nor do I think it was Chelsea if this guy has actually been murdered.
I'm going to miss him. He was a really good character. He was a really good. I'm going to really miss him because he brought a lot to the show. He brought a lot to Chelsea's character. I mean, they probably was one of my favorite characters, my couples. Calvin and Chelsea, CNC. This is hard for me to talk about. I really wish that was sarcasm, by the way. I really wish they didn't kill him off because he had potential to be a love interest for some other women on the show. And but it was kind of funny how Chelsea said she knew him because he dated Anita first. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
I was like, Chelsea got sloppy seconds. I was like, okay.
Yep.
But I was like, that's like keeping it. I was like, oh, so we now going back to that when mothers and daughters shared a man. I was like, the classic days of soap. I'm like, oh man, it's not just for Bold and Beautiful anymore.
Yeah.
But or Days of Our Lives in General Hospital.
Right.
I don't think he was murdered either, but I do. But then again, I don't know. I don't think Chelsea did it.
No.
I think Adam has some fingerprints, but you know what? I'm going to tie it back to something. I wonder if Chance was involved in any of this.
Right.
Medication. He could. I don't know how, but they keep bringing Chance's name up, so.
I know.
It seems like Chance will do Adam's dirty work for him since Adam bailed him out.
Yeah.
I mean, Adam's hell-bent on getting his son that he had already told Nick to raise while he was gone and all that.
Mhm.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah, Adam has never heard of the saying, you get more bees with honey, that's for sure.
He doesn't care right now.
He's just out for the kill, and he doesn't care who he puts under the bus. He's just going to get what he wants. But I like that Victoria is stepping up, kind of taking over Victor's role to fight against him. Yes, to fight against him. And Victor's behind her. Hello? Victor is behind her.
Mm-hmm. That's a first, isn't it?
Only because Adam turned him down.
Right.
I mean, I'm glad that Victoria finally has
I don't think that would have stopped him, though.
Well,
I don't think that would have stopped him.
I guess I'm going based off of the history a little bit, is because, and I'm glad that Victoria finally has some balls and actually is standing up and she's doing what is right. I just hope she doesn't. Because she kind of did it when she asked Nick to join her, and I'm like, Victoria, you got this. You can do it on your own. You do not, like, if Nick doesn't want to, you still are Victoria Newman. Like, you are your father's child. But half of me is like, please don't get over, too far into this where you're realizing, oh, shoot, I really need some help. I can't do this. And then all of a sudden have the same issue she always has, is that she self-doubts herself when it comes down to it. This is pretty much her big moment. And, yeah, she's going up against Adam. And like they said to her, you know how Adam operates. So just be prepared for what he throws at you next. And I hope she took that, to heart, and she's thinking like her father in a sense. But I do kind of feel as though, like, okay, Victor asked Adam. Adam said no. Who's the runner-up? Victoria. But I hope Victor...
Well, as far as
when
taking
Victor,
over the company, but I just find it very... like it's about time that he stands behind her no matter what, because even though Adam turned him down, he's always made Adam number one, even over Nick.
Right.
Because Adam's got more of experience than all the other kids.
But I got to put Abby into this. Here's the thing. Adam is what Victor was. Adam has that passion, that hunger. Nick is his mother's child. In other words, Nick is a good business person, but he has a heart. He wears his heart on his sleeve. Victoria she is
Yeah.
the belle of the boardroom, but she also wants the relationship. She wants to have it all around. She wants that full circle, but sometimes she gets way in over her head. Abby is the only smart one who is like, you know what? I don't really need this. I'm going to do on my own. And look at how well she's done. She's kept all her money.
Mhm.
She has a successful business. So, you know, but if you focus on Adam, Nick, and Victoria, it should have always been Victoria. You're right.
Yep.
But I mean, she had brass and sassy, but look what happened.
Yeah. Well,
So,
I'm just glad that it finally changed and he's behind her against Adam and he wants her to win. And I actually kind of think that it would be great if Abby went with her sister and Nick to fight Adam. Even though she's successful on her own, I still think that it would be great. And you know what would even be, in a way, better is if she teamed up with them, but she was the one that actually took Adam down.
Yeah.
I mean, I would love to see that, but you know who else I would love for them to bring back in? Because, I mean, you got to think about it. Like, Abby is kind of really an outsider looking in. I would
Just
love
like
for them
Adam.
to bring Noah. Right. I would love for them to bring Noah.
Yeah.
And have Noah be the one to be like, you know what? Okay, all y'all are missing the big picture here. Da 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 da. This is what we're going to do. Da 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 da. So
yeah, I would love to see Noah come back and played by Robert Adamson.
Yeah, I think it's today's his
Noah
birthday.
to me.
I think today's his birthday. I think it's Robert's birthday today. Yep.
Yes, I put out
Happy birthday,
tweets
Robert!
and Instagram and everything. I wished him happy birthday. If you guys go on my Instagram, you'll see daily that I put out birthday videos. And is it also Susan Seaforth Hayes' birthday, and I put one out for her too. And I put it on Instagram, I put it on Facebook, and I put it on Twitter. So if anybody wants to know when somebody's birthday is, you'll see it.
Like I said,
every night I put them together.
Quite the techie, Pam.
Yeah, it's this one app. It's one app, but you know, I'm not really a big techie person unless somebody shows me step by step. I'm not the type of person that can sit there and read something and get it. Ask Dawn, she'll tell you. And she is very proud of me for figuring out this app by myself.
There you go. Yeah, well, they're not easy. Have to have a lot of patience.
No, this one, if I can do it, anybody can do it. Let's put it that way.
Okay.
So, anything else about Young and the Restless? Because we're down to 15 minutes or so here.
Yeah, we gotta go. No, I don't have anything more.
No, I got nothing. I'm just waiting for the
Nothing?
other shoe to drop.
We don't know why Candice was mad.
About Young and the Restless?
Yeah. You forgot.
No, it's just with Young and the Restless, I'm just like, everybody's become so domestic lately. Like Kyle, Lola, Sharon, Ray, like all the couples are just being like, dibbly-dum, like life is love. Like, I need some adventure, people. Like, Summer is the only one that's giving me thrills.
Yeah, well, look what her and her boyfriend did today. With that party.
Baby.
And it cracked me up when the guy broke I don't know what it was he broke, and then somebody's jumping on the couch and whatever, and Kyle's like, all right, that's it, everybody out. Would you do this in your own home? I died laughing.
This is my home. Because here's another question.
God.
Is Summer and Kyle, here's another question. Is Summer and Kyle officially divorced?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't think so.
I don't think I've ever heard them say it.
Right. So if I was Summer, it was like, I still own this house. I still live here.
But it was such a funny thing, after being called Grandpa Kyle and basically and whatever, and then he says, would you do this in your own house? You could picture your mother saying that, I was like, what?
That's what I'm saying. Like Kyle used to do things like that, and now he's all domestic. Ew. All right, let's get to that hospital show. Let's get to that hospital show.
All right. Well, since I'm a day and a half behind on General Hospital, take it away.
Okay. So on General Hospital this week, there was a celebration of Franco and Elizabeth's wedding reception. Finally. Hallelujah. Praise the Lord. You had representation from all, the main one was obviously Laura, because Elizabeth's parents could not attend due to some other known reason for why they haven't been there for the past 23 years. But, you had Laura. You had some nice moments. Cameron, wrote a song and performed with Aiden and Jake.
Sing. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
yes, the kids.
Yeah. And he called Franco Dad. And when he said, I want to sing it for my mom and our dad. And because I'm a fan of Cameron since day one, so I know who his biological dad is, and all the daddies that he's had, for him to say that to Franco and to say it in front of everybody, that was beautiful. And I love the fact that, I don't know if anybody noticed, the instrument that Jake had was the same instrument when him and Franco performed at Nurses Ball. Did anybody pick up on that?
No, I didn't notice it, but I didn't notice, but I know now that you said it.
Yeah. So, it was a beautiful song and whatnot. So, everybody's having fun. Dr. O was there. It's a party. When Dr. O is there, it's a party. And her, feeling. And then all of a sudden, there's a psychic. Ava wants to feel connected because the freaking thing was on the Haunted Star. I personally would not have picked that, but, it's free. That was Lulu's gift. So, Ava had a psychic, tried to connect to Kiki, but she also was reading other people, and she told Franco.
I love that.
I liked it, too, because we now knew what I forgot the actress, but that was her secret role, because they said it was a secret role, and everybody was thinking it was going to be Delia Ryan. Yes, thank you. So, she had a day part, quote unquote. And, she bumped into Franco and she gave him a free reading, which Ava was like, you're not supposed to do that. And then you had, it was just a beautiful thing. But then there was
when she told Valentine that Madeline said next time use tweezers.
Yeah. I'm like, wow. And then she bumped into to Finn. Yeah.
Finn, and you're going to have more women than
women. Yeah, and he was like, what are you talking about? Yeah, and then
in walks Hayden.
Yeah, like Hayden just casually walks in, and Elizabeth was like, oh my God, and they're happy.
And kisses Jax. Oh my God.
Yeah,
I about fell over.
I'm like, wait a minute, hold up. I was like, because I was remembering that spoiler that a woman from Jax's past would make their way into Port Charles, and I'm thinking like everybody else, Sky. I'm thinking Brenda. I'm thinking I don't know who else. And then when I'm seeing Hayden kissing Jax, I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, I need somebody to explain this, to sit me down and explain how this happened.
They met after Finn was supposed to meet up with her in Rome.
Okay,
and since he didn't show up, she went on her merry way, and then she met up with Jax later.
Okay, I got that, but it's just one of those, like, when you saw it, in that moment.
I said, I did. That was a holy crap moment, yeah.
I was like, wait a minute. I was like, Greenlee knows Jax? Like, I'm like, yes, I do call it still Greenlee sometimes. And I'm just like, okay. I was like, okay, General Hospital, you get. Well, actually, sometimes I call her Michelle Bauer number 2 for those who watch Gone Life.
Yeah.
Thank you. You know.
Yeah, I remember her there.
I'm just like, okay, General Hospital, you threw a curveball because we wouldn't expect Hayden and Jax. Like, okay, where can we go with this? But I want to know, but where's the baby? But where's the baby?
That's my first thought.
Like,
that was my first thought. Where's the baby?
Oh, it was?
Yeah, they showed that today. Let me see if I can go back and remember
okay?
it. They talked about it.
Is the baby okay?
I gotta.
Oh my God! Why?
She acted nonchalant, like there was. I'm thinking that it's still alive, but she's making him think that she lost it. So.
Oh, that's not cool. That's not cool.
Yeah.
That's why she wanted him to come to Rome.
So she can meet. So, okay. So so basically she's gonna be like her dad and be like, and that child's gonna be like Elizabeth, gonna be abandoned. Gotcha.
Yep.
Okay. All right. There you go, folks. Just help you out, General Hospital.
One thing I have to say is General Hospital should be very, very happy that this fan of Liesl Obrecht did not see her pass, because if she would have passed, that would have been it. I would have brought Twitter down.
I think everybody said that. I think Twitter was down. You know, I think.
Oh, you mean if she had died when she went overboard?
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Well, she had alcohol in her system. Okay, this is me being a medical doctor. She had alcohol. She had alcohol in her blood system. Her oxygen was down. So yeah, it caused her to be unconscious. And since she was in the water for a certain period of time, see, there's me. See, I can audition for General Hospital now. But yeah, I would have been upset if they would have said the shocking death would have been Dr. Up or something, because she just brings too much to that show. Like, she's that joy.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
So who pushed her? Come on, who pushed her?
She's blaming Hayden.
Yeah, because she said she. So yeah.
She went.
I figured that would be Hayden.
Yeah,
but
she was
do we
blaming
think
Hayden
it's Hayden?
because she said she has nothing against.
Okay, but
those
wait a
people
minute. Refresh my memory here. Why would Hayden push her?
She says she hates her.
Yeah.
But why?
Well, she was. Go ahead,
Candice. Go ahead, David.
No, you take it.
If I recall correctly, when Dr. O was chief of staff and Hayden was on the board, if I'm recalling this correctly, I think this is one. Didn't Dr. O have her fired or something?
I think. Yeah, there's bad blood between them. Yeah, somehow.
Mhm.
And with Finn.
Yeah. So.
That's
okay, Pam.
I think so. Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
All right.
Well, we're down to 6 minutes. Next.
Okay. Just pull the Band-Aid off. Just pull.
What? I'm sorry.
Oh, Carly. Oh no, go ahead.
Oh, Carly and the baby. Spina bifida. Do you think it's really going to happen? Maybe it was a false test. What do you think is going to happen?
I would like to see some education on the subjects from the show.
Amen.
And not baby it. I want to see the full effect. If they're going to do it, do it. Show the bad parts. Don't just.
It is called General.
Yep.
It is called General Hospital.
Exactly. And then Bobby getting type 2 diabetes, which I absolutely loved. Her and
Scott.
No.
Epiphany?
Oh, my Lord, help me.
Epiphany.
Epiphany. Sitting there and talking about it, and in a real way about it.
I'm glad that the show is
Nobody knew that
medical.
Epiphany.
Yeah. They're doing medical storylines, but I know what Data said. I hope with Carly and Sunny's baby, they don't act like rainbows and lollipops.
Hello, Candice, where are you going? We're losing you.
Can you guys hear me?
No, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, now I can.
Okay. I hope that they don't do rainbows and lollipops and put a nice little bow on it and say everything is fine with the baby. I want them to go full with it because, again, one of the things that we've always said on the show is that some of these storylines connect to the audience. There may be somebody that is actually going through a pregnancy right now, just like Carly, and is connecting to Carly because their child has the same thing too.
Right.
I have to wonder if they're going to put Shriners in, too.
Well, they have a partnership with them.
They do.
When Spencer had the fire and everything.
Yeah.
You need to talk more in your phone or something. You keep fading out.
Yeah, can you guys hear me? Because I'm still here.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, you keep fading out. Oh, all right, so 3 minutes and 41 seconds. What else that you want to bring up?
Drew
Harmony
and Kim.
finally came cold.
Oh, yeah, that too. That too. Go ahead, David.
Go ahead.
Harmony finally came through for Willow today.
Yay.
And was a corroborating witness for Carol that Robert wanted.
When we get off here, I'm going to be watching the rest of yesterday's and then today's so I can catch up, but that's great to hear. I mean, she basically said she was going to go through with, testifying against him when Jason was talking to her, so I knew that was coming. All right, Candice, 2 minutes and 45 seconds. Hit it. What's your your beef?
I can't believe that they had Kim drop. Okay. I can't believe that they had Kim drug Drew.
I hate that. Nope.
There's so many things that I could say, but I'm just going to shake my head because I can't believe that they had that character go that far. Didn't actually go that far, but almost went that far with Drew for a baby.
Right.
Are you serious?
Yeah. I mean, grief is strong, and it's even stronger for other people, I guess, in the way they handle it or not handle it.
But not attempted rape.
But to right, exactly. Attempted rape is what it was. Plain and simple. Nope. General Hospital, don't you ever do that again.
That would have been their fifth story that they did, because they did one a couple of weeks ago with Sam when she was drugged. Christina, Willow, and some others in the past. That's why, General Hospital fans, don't be jumping on Bold and the Beautiful fans, because when it comes down to that storyline, you guys are sadly the leaders of the pack.
Yeah, exactly. All right, we're down to 60 seconds, the English lady in my ear is telling me. So
I can't stand
we're going to wrap up for now. We'll be back next week with another surprising guest. So be sure to tune in. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Cassie.
Thank you, everybody, for listening. Thank you, Cassie, for joining us. Thank you, guys, and thank you, David, for showing up. I know that David took his guest by the seat of his pants and threw him out the door and said, I got work to do. And I thank you for that.
Actually, he left willingly, so.
All right, 10 seconds. Say goodbye, everybody.
Good night, all.
Yeah, good
Bye,
night.
everybody.
Have a great weekend.
Be safe.
Good night.
Good night.